Hey, couple of fat guys cooking show back with you. Dave Greer solo flying for Thanksgiving. It's the main course time. Now we've already had step number 1, which was the green bean casserole. Step number 2, the giant popovers. And now step number 3, it's going to be the stuffed capon. Now we're going to stuff a capon with a raisin bread stuffing that we're going to make from scratch. You go to the bakery in a section of your grocery store there and get yourself a nice loaf of raisin bread. And I don't care if it's got cinnamon in it or not. You put that in there and cube it up and toast it. Now, capon. What is a capon, you ask? Good question. Honey, what's a capon? A neutered chicken. Okay, neutered or spayed? What do you think? Okay. Anyway, it's a chicken that can't do it no more, or something like that. Anyway, capon, get yourself a nice little, now it's kind of expensive. It's, a little pricey, $8.50, $9 a pound. So, what can I tell you? I got a couple of pounder here. No, it's not, can't be done. No, I got an 8.5 pounder and it's 2 something a pound, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Raisin toast, we're going to start with toast a whole loaf of the raisin bread you got from the bakery, okay? An entire loaf. Now, take it and cut it into the little cubes, which we have the massive Ginsu knife prepared nicely here. This is also a nice way to prepare iguana, which is going to be another episode. Stay tuned for that, because you want to be sure and prepare your iguana in cubes, because they don't cook nicely if you do it whole. Now we get this nice and cubed up there and throw it into a massive bowl. Ah, yes. And you're thinking, well, I could have just gone to the store and bought this. One step, I'm done. Well, yeah, you can. But today, we're going to do it this way. Because there's nothing like homemade stuffing, and if you're sitting there all alone at home and you don't really know how to do all that, because usually you go to a relative's house that can cook, this is an easy way to do it. Really kind of going around the, the whole recipe. We're just going to do a quick way. Like I say, toasting a whole loaf of bread. That'll be half the fun, just being able to get it to the bowl without eating it all. Okay. Get that off of that board there. See, we utilize everything. I don't care. Utilize everything. Every scrap. All right, next item up for bids on that. You want to throw yourself a couple of eggs in there. And that's very nice. About a stick and a quarter of butter. Should be 2 sticks, but we had to cut that down a little bit because I want to be sure and make it through this recipe alive. About a cup of V8 juice. You're asking, what in the heck is he putting that in there for? Well, only because I had it and it really seems original. And a can of cream of potato soup. That's right, cream of potato soup. Just dump it right in there. And then we're going to have about 2 cups of walnuts, chopped. And then we're just going to melange this very nicely together into a massive capitulatory, nonsensical effort that eventually will get stuffed into the capon. And oh my goodness, when this all comes together, folks, it looks really awful. But it's going to taste delicious because when it bakes in there, man, oh, and I'm sweating right into it too. Whew. That's going to be some salty stuff. All right, now get it all melashed together and prepare to stuff the bird. Capon, you're going to have to do it at about 325 degrees for about 3 hours for this 8-pounder I got here. Here's a bird. Now people, people are saying, we don't do capon much. Well, that's because they're kind of tough to find. I had a real tough time finding it. The lady at the meat market at the store didn't even know where they were, but I found them. They have them right there with your turkeys during the holiday season. And, they're delicious. I'm telling you, this was Dad's favorite. Whenever we went to Dad's house, he either had the capon or the standing rib roast. And, so you always had a hard time walking away from Dad's house. There we go. Stuff that bird nice. Oh, yeah. Pack that puppy up. And have yourself a nice little Corningware ready on the side because you're going to have more than enough for the bird. And you're going to have to put them in a baking dish on the side for the next portion. There you go. So you get that capon all stuffed up there, and then you want to put a little bit of a glaze on this puppy and cover it up, because you can't just bake it like that. So take a little bit of Earl, here, and just drizzle a little bit over there, just a hair. There you go. Just a little bit of Earl all over this thing. Yeah, it's nice. Way too much. And we're going to give it a little bit of onion powder over the top there, because the onion just kind of helps seal in it all just deliciously and commensulately. Parsley flakes all over the thing there. Salt and pepper to your taste, my taste, whose taste, who's cares. Just salt and pepper that sucker. This seems like a lot of work. Well, it's not. No, this is quick and easy stuff. A little lemon pepper. This is one of the best little ingredients. Lemon pepper, everything. I put it on my cereal. Just delicious. Put it on the iguana, too. Now, pop that baby in covered. Tent. Little foil over the top of this puppy. Pop that into a 325-degree oven. Like I say, about 3 hours. And fill the house with that smell. Like I say again, we have the extra little Corningware here for this excess stuffing. Get that baby filled up. Oh, yes. Oh. Now, this is amazing with the cream of potato soup, because it all kind of builds up together, and it expands, and it grows into an eventual melange of capitulation that is beyond belief. 3 1/4, let it fly, leave it go. We'll see you in about 3 hours when that baby's done. Well, here you have it, folks. All done 3 hours later, out of the oven. Our beautiful capon, all nicely stuffed and golden brown. Our green bean casserole, just looks mouth-watering. And, of course, our delicious popovers, which are supposed to be giant popovers, and the reason they're probably not is, well, next time you want to use that actual electronic device to whip them. I use that hand thing, you know, and that's just forget about it. You got some extra stuffing and a little bit of canned chicken gravy is all you need to throw over this, my God. And that's it. You're all set. You're by yourself, and it's time to eat. Happy Thanksgiving from Couple of Fat Guys Cooking Show. I'm Dave Greer. Hey, Pat he'll be back next week. Just hang in there, okay? Jesus, just relax. I gotta eat this. Oh, this looks good. Yeah. Yeah. Delicious. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's good. Oh, you want some, doggy? Yeah, doggy wants some? There you go. Yeah, that's good. Oh, man, that's good. Yeah. Yum.